Yeah, so back when I was in the Boy Scouts, we always used to go on these big camping trips. But, when you're on these camping trips, you don't have the luxury of no toilets. So what I'd have to do is I'd have to go out of the woods, dig a hole, and take a... Sorry, excuse me, young man. Take a big old sloppy poop in it. Yeah? And once the poop was in the hole, I'd have it buried.
Hey,
Jeez.
Excuse me, little boy. Sorry, I'm shitting right now.
Now have a good day, little boy.
Now run along. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Buried Podcast. This is a internet show where we got into the internet jungle and bring back hidden gems of lore to the public seeing eye. As always, I'm Declan Grogan, and with me is Dylan Ward.
I was a Boy Scout. We did that every day.
Jimmy Brown.
Oh, you were a Boy Scout? I was an Eagle Scout, and I did that twice a day.
And Liam Mann.
Oh, yeah? Well, I was a termite scout, and I would eat both of yours.
Oh, there you go. Oh, boy.
We wanted to start this episode off trying to think of an intro, and Liam was just like, you guys want to talk about FNAF?
What is Springtrap?
Okay, Michael Afton
Oh, boy.
is getting tracked down by the 5 ghost children of the original
Okay.
animatronics. They corner
Now
him in the secret back room where the golden animatronic suit is kept, and it's a 2-person job because if a second person doesn't help put it on, it spring locks and kills the person inside. And Michael Afton was
Why, though?
Why would they design it that
Why
way?
is it built like that? Why do they also have a golden one? Why?
Because in the original location, there were 2 golden animatronics. There was Freddy and Bonnie.
Mm-hmm.
I told you to.
the good
I
old
told you
days.
that this would be my
Back
reaction.
when Reagan was
You
in
guys want to
power.
start talking about FNAF? The only part that I've paid attention to every time a game drops out is like the game theory video or something like that.
Dylan,
Matt
now,
Pat's
Dylan,
magnum
that's
opus.
great and all, but let's talk about... Can we please just talk about the bite of 87, please, for 1 second?
Oh,
What is your
Bite of
fan
87.
theory on who did the bite of 87?
I would say Freaky.
Freaky Fox?
Freaky Funk Bear.
I think
was-
the bite of 87.
I think it was Reagan.
Okay, wait. Can I just say something about, stepping aside for a second. Here's a bit of FNAF lore that I've never got a satisfying answer to.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in Five Nights at Freddy's, in the original Five Nights at Freddy's, the whole thing of the game, right, is that like, you have to like close the door and lock the doors, right?
I know where this is going. Yes.
I know, but I'm gonna, and I need this question answered. Why the fuck would these security doors that I'm not insinuating that these doors don't need power. Sure, they need power, and they use power. And if there's a limited amount of power, eventually the power is gonna run out. But when the power runs out, why don't the doors just stay closed?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
you think it'd
FNAF.
take more energy. You think it'd take more energy to keep the doors open than just let gravity just go boom, and then you're safe in the
Yeah.
security room.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to
Yeah!
answer this. And I'm not satisfied with the answer either.
I'm
But this is-
the people.
You're the people. I am Freddy Fazbear.
You're Freddy Fazbear.
You are Freddy
Oh, sorry, sir.
The
Yes,
people
sir.
versus Freddy Fazbear.
Fazbear. Get up on the stage.
I already am on the stage. I'm Freddy Fazbear.
Okay, sorry. Tell us. What?
the
Tell us,
door-
sir. What about these doors? Oh, don't plead the fifth on me, Mr. Fazbear. All right, I want you to tell us why do these doors? Why do these doors?
Why does the doors?
I'm telling you right now.
Objection. Circumstantial evidence.
Leading the witness.
So okay, wait, but I I can talk now. The idea behind the doors that everyone believes is that they are magnetically locked.
Yeah, but-
so if the door was closed, the magnet is activated by the electricity, and then when the power goes out, the magnet
but it would stay
active,
down.
so the door flings back up
It would
into the
stay
door.
down.
Why would it fling back? The door's closed from top to bottom. If the magnet
would
fails, the
just
door
stay
would just
down.
fall down.
No, I don't think you understand. The power goes out, and then the magnet goes out, and the door, which is closed, shoots back up into
It's
itself.
spring-loaded. Just like
To let-
Also, why would the security go back? Why would the security guard go back a second time? What convinces him to go back on the second night after
'Cause-
he's
Because Liam, his rent's like $1,000 a month.
and he's like, "Fuck, this is the only job I can get."
I like how
This
his
is
rent,
all that's open.
His rent isn't even like crazy high either. It's like, oh, my rent is $1,000 a month. You know, I could pay this, you know, by, I don't know, working at Culver's. But
He's like, "Huh, my rent's $1,000 a month. I could just get a few roommates, or I could go back to the haunted Chuck E. Cheese where I'll probably get murdered. I do like living alone."
be my roommate? Hey, Freddy.
Freddy.
He's back. It's not me this time.
I'm just going to say, hey, I'm going to leave this on the table, all right? And this may be, you know, a little too much, but Bite of 87.
Yeah.
Who was in power during 1987?
Oh, here we go.
Ronald Reagan. Ronnie, which rhymes with Bonnie. All right?
God, that's crazy.
Which was an animatronic. So, I mean, I'll let you decide what that means. Although it's quite obvious.
But that's
You know what I'm saying,
just-
right?
That's just a theory.
A buried theory.
Buried. Guys, we should just steal Mad Pat's formula. We should just steal his content.
For this episode.
Editor's note. Put a Matt Pat video in right here.
Editor's note: take Top Golf the movie and just put it up.
Editor's note. After that, play Top Gun the movie.
Top Gun. After that, that's the name of the movie.
Wait, hold
Editor's
on.
note,
Top Golf
how
wasn't
are
its
you?
own thing. You were trying to say Top Gun and you said Top Golf.
No, I'm gonna. Well, actually, now I've got to look it up. Top Golf.
Golf is a place.
Come on.
Top Golf
think you're-
is in our hearts.
Nope. Top Golf is not a movie at all.
So you're saying we are legally
Happy
allowed to play
Gilmore.
the movie Top Golf?
That's the truth. We
we
can.
can play Top Golf for the movie. Oh, easy. All right. Should
Let's
we
get
get into
some
some
topics.
topics? You know what?
All right.
We and I hope you guys understand. These are all
This is
FNAF.
the FNAF
You guys all
got
got the
that
email?
right.
You guys got the Google Calendar invite?
Yeah, the invite.
Yeah, just for our annual FNAF episode.
God, remember last year's when Declan
Last year's was a shit show. The bite of
the bite of
2021.
1926?
Yeah, when Liam bit me.
Yeah,
I got hungry.
I've got nothing to
Just
say on that
content
one.
about it. All right.
I got a
who's
juicy
going?
topic.
Who's gonna go
I think
for
I
the
went
top?
first last
Ooh.
time. So Dylan, take it
Juicy
away.
like a
Okay.
joy fruit.
So my topic is Cassidy and Golden Freddy, and the
I
two
know
souls
Cassidy.
that are trapped inside of Golden Freddy. No, it's not.
No.
Two.
Oh,
No, that is
no one knows about this.
didn't mean to get that started. That is a real theory. My topic is an Instagram page that I found, and I very briefly mentioned this to Declan and Jimmy, but I realized that it's actually a very good buried topic, because when I found them, they had under 100,000 followers, and they've kind of started blowing up since then. Now they're at like 273K. And it is a page for memes of ordinary people. And it's called Ordinary People Memes. And the format of this page with 1,300 unique posts is a picture of like a stock image person in a suit facing the camera. And then they put a caption for it, which is just something that an ordinary person would say. Like, for example, my favorite ones. There's one of a dude in front of a green screen, and it's like a blue background, not green. And he's staring into the camera, and he's got glasses, and he's just like, it's piercing. And the caption is, "Please stay out of that room." And the idea is it's just something that someone would at one point say. Their most recent posts, it's another stock image dude, and the caption is just, "Oh, I think we can make that work."
Oh yeah.
Here's
They should.
It's just like
Yeah.
very regular
They
stuff.
should make one where it's a picture of me and the caption says, "Hey, did you watch the new Matt Pat FNAF lore video?"
It's just the
Inquisitive
captions
look.
are random. Like this one is
All
"Go
right.
clean yourself up. We'll discuss your behavior in the morning," and it's a very interesting image of a dude looking at you.
Now I gotta say, something I'm noticing is there's a trend.
I-
I don't think a single
Yeah.
person on here is below 30. I think that to become an
Herb.
ordinary person, you
That
have to
might be
be
interesting.
past a certain
Wait a
age.
minute. Jimmy,
New
would you say
theory.
that every single person, because they're older, that every single one person in this picture in these pictures would
Yeah.
have been alive in 1987?
I think it's possible. Damn it.
Whoa.
Herm.
This is the episode where Liam was just like hell bent on tying it all back to the fight of
This is
87.
my through line. This is my comedic through line for the episode. This is my character arc.
We'll see. All right, I'm excited to see how this character
Yeah.
arc develops. But I got something that's really interesting, or at least I guess it's really interesting to say. Yeah. I'm more interested in like, okay, all of these are actual stock images of real
Sure.
people, and I have no idea how someone becomes a stock image actor, let alone like, how many people understand that like when they are going into stock footage, like they're pretty likely to become a meme somehow. Like at least someone on this page will find them, or like it will just somehow pop off that they'll like their weird face for a single ad they did is just going to become like a joke to someone.
Yeah.
else.
It's
yeah,
true.
I think that's like the scary thing about like your becoming a stock image, because once you're a stock image, you have no control over what your face is on.
Yeah, it just gets
You know
The,
what I
Yeah,
mean?
the
Like,
context
good
can
point.
totally be manipulated.
someone can like the guy, what's his name? Who's the guy who plays
Harold.
Ryan in The Office?
Oh.
Yeah,
yeah,
Harold.
I saw it.
BJ Novak, man.
BJ Novak. BJ Novak is like his face is on so many random products because he did like this. He like sold again. I don't know the full story. Like I don't know when this was in his career, but there's a point where he like sold like a headshot of his face, or like he like posed for some stock images, and now his face is like everywhere. It's like on so many
Shampoo
like random
bottles.
products.
Yeah.
Like there was one where it's like there's a picture of it's like an Israeli flag painted on his face, and it's like it was like it's like an ad for like a face paint product, like a blue face paint product sold in Israel, I guess. But it's just like that is like
What?
Not I don't mean like I don't mean to imply that Israel is scary.
No,
But
what?
the
No one
idea-
was picking that up for what you were saying. Like,
The idea that someone could just like put anything on, that you could just use your image on any product anytime. 'cause
It's crazy,
Like, oh,
yeah.
well, you know.
I will
Dude,
say,
don't use your image anymore.
I will
Oh
say
my
with
gosh,
this
I'm
Instagram,
seeing it.
I get a feeling that they're not just like stock images that the guy found. These will look like just LinkedIn profiles or something. Like he just sent out a
It
bunch
could
of
be.
connections and like
I would say-
I don't know if it's all stock images. It is a thing where people will submit themselves to stock stuff, or like small photographers will hire people like locally and sell through there. But I think these are just regular people who are like accountants and finance marketers or some shit,
Well,
yeah, but like,
the only
don't
reason I
think you're
disagree with that is
legally allowed to do that. Maybe they'll never see it, but
I mean,
they definitely didn't
I
give
suppose it's like a
permission
public
for someone to
forum?
take
I
a
have no
photo
clue
of
what
them.
the legal implications around this would be. Yeah.
I guess yeah.
They
I mean, it's
didn't
not
give
like they're having
permission
them
for
say
this guy
like,
to
"I'm going
slap-
to kill the
making a meme out of
president."
you?
It's
Can,
like,
that's it. Can you? It's like
yeah.
well, I guess it depends on the context of the image. It depends on
Like I don't know, because there's like the thing where you can take a picture of somebody in public, but I mean, if you post yourself on social media, maybe that's like at the same time kind of a consent for.
Well, actually, they actually can't do that to me because I reposted that thing that said Facebook is not allowed to use my pictures and images.
oh, yeah, of course.
So I'm totally
Dude,
protected.
I
by
wish
that
I
kind
had
of
done that.
Forgot about that. I'll tell you what, in my head, I like to imagine instead of being like a stock photo, like submission, or them finding on LinkedIn, I like to imagine that the photographer for this is the owner of Ordinary People Memes, and the photograph he took also encapsulated the last thing they said, just as they were like
Before they
absorbed,
died.
just absorbed into the, like their soul was captured in the photograph. and now
Jimmy, that's a good one too. I imagine that this guy, he like lies to people, that he tells them he's like a stock image photographer or like some other sort of like headshot photographer. And then he takes their headshot and then just puts it on the meme page.
Oh, that'll be great.
And then does nothing else with them.
I disconnected for a second, but there were two things that I wanted to say really quickly. And one, there's no way that these people on this page like sent it to this guy and were like, "Hey, you can use this." All you got to do is slap a caption under it like, "That one's funny. I'll have to remember that one," or just something weirder than that. And then the other thing that I was thinking of was, from my knowledge of the actual stock photo like people that do this, they go in for one day, are paid like $200, and then they have to sign to say like all of their rights to the images taken are not theirs. They have none of, like, it completely transfers to whoever, and they can distribute
But it's
it to
got to
other
only be
people
that
for
face,
$200
right? Because if, like,
or more.
this face paint company owned BJ Novak's face, he couldn't go into the office.
No, that's not what I'm saying. The pictures that
right.
they took of him, he has no control over. Just that one day, that one session of photos, that totally out of his control forever.
I feel like it'd be so easy to just ruin
Why
people.
are you laughing about that?
I would love
what evil scheme
if
are
I
you
ever
thinking
became
about,
a million,
Leo?
like a billion.
That's no
If I
good.
ever became see, the funny thing is, you can't see me at home. When I said that, I was literally rubbing my hands, like instinctually rubbing my hands together.
Oh my gosh.
But if I ever had like an indisposable amount of money, I would purchase stock photos and then put them on like really offensive products and just put them everywhere. Yeah, I'd take a picture of BJ Novak and be like, I hate all people. Like, you know, babies should die.
Everyone's like,
Like
what
just
the
have
fuck?
his image right next to it, being like, cool. Or just like, you know, random people trying to become like actors or like whatever, and just put their faces next to really terrible things.
That's actually brilliant, Liam. You don't have to have an indisposable amount of money. You go to auditions. And you're like, "Hey, I'm a stock photo guy. Can I take your picture? I'll pay you $200. You just have to sign away the rights to it." And then they get big. And then you like take their photo and just like in the background, I take hot messy shits all day long. And you just distribute that
fat
everywhere.
slurty sloopers. I think you also have that. I think, Dylan, I like where you're going. I like where your head's at with that one. The only thing is, I think your plan relies on your stock photo actor becoming world famous.
Well, hey man, BJ Novak.
You're at an audition. You can see if they're good or not. If they're not good.
I don't know too much about the stock photo to Hollywood.
If Liam sat in an audition and an actor came up and said, "Here's my headshot, here's my resume, I'm really looking forward to trying out this part," and he does a whole like slate, does his audition, it's the most beautiful piece of like Hamlet's monologue ever, and then after he's done, he looks at Liam and Liam goes, "Yeah, kid, it's not gonna happen, but I'll pay you $200 for this fucking photo." Like,
okay, yeah, wait, hold on. I need more information. Am I putting on the audition and then just lie
just
like
hanging out like a
is there no
parasite?
production?
Like, in the foyer.
Do I hang out at other people's auditions, like in the waiting room, like, "Hey, can I
It's
go
like, what the
take
hell?
a picture while you're
Shoot!
waiting?"
He keeps showing up. Get out of here! That guy.
Get out of here!
That guy.
So
Hey,
close.
be careful. That guy will
At
buy
that
your
point,
photo
there's no
and then
point in,
Photoshop
like-
Freddy Fazbear biting you and put it all over the internet.
He'll Photoshop you biting some kid in 1987,
And you do not want that press. You do not want that bad press.
Your Honor, this photo has now been logged as evidence. It's just like a guy smiling, looking at the camera, giving a thumbs up, and there's just like a kid going
In the
into his
ongoing
mouth.
bite of 87 for these
Your Honor,
kids.
this is clear. Yeah, and in the
thumbs are up,
background, there's
it's
like
just
a few photoshopped a calendar with like May
Everyone's
1987.
like, "Oh, you just bite a kid, so what?" "No, Johnny, look closer." 1987. Oh my gosh. Is this the bite of 87?
Look,
I don't know, Johnny.
1987. Oh my God,
Deeper and deeper.
it's the bite of 87.
I love that.
Oh, man.
All right, you know what? I can hop in here and do my
Oh
topic.
man. Big fan.
I do have a lot to say.
Fantastic.
And but before
Yeah, Declan, I
anything
think
at
from what
all,
you've described,
guys,
I think you have a lot to say.
welcome back to
Yeah.
Nuggets. All right, I'm only doing this just because. So a lot's happened with Dreaming for Gamers, and I feel like I had to talk about that, but I couldn't, reuse the same topic. So I have two really small ones. I have a small one after this guy. But yeah. So
Yeah,
for
that
those
was
of you who are
stupid.
listening to these in chronological order, the last episode I talked a lot about a website called Dreaming for Gamers, which was a subreddit for people that wanted to train to be able to lucid dream and then specifically make their dreams into their favorite video game so they could live in whatever video game world they want. And it had all of 6 or 15, subscribers to it. And I saw on it that there were 7 to 8 courses you could take to learn how to do this. And I pledged that I was going to take these courses and become a gaming dreamer and then document my process as I'm going along. But a lot of whack shit happened in between that episode and this, because after we logged off that episode, I got onto the Discord for the Dream for Gamers, where there are, I want to say, 30 people inside this Discord. And no one said anything in a long time. There's 3 people that maybe talk about their dreams. And I just said, hey, the link to the lessons is broken. The website's no longer there. Is there any way I can get these lessons? And then I logged out and went to bed. And in the morning, there was 50 to 100 new messages of the man who invented Dream for Gamers exposing how terrible or how bad his life has been and how he deleted everything from all of his work over 20 years because no one took Dreaming for Gamers seriously.
Oh my
and
gosh.
no one in that his life had apparently people in his life were making fun of his work, even though he is a doctor of dream studies, which is a real doctorate. There's a lot of research inside that area, and he started going on and on about all these really hard things that have been going on in his own life, how someone really close to him just did not believe in his work and how hard it was. And then eventually he said after 40 years of studying dreaming and 22 of those years being dedicated to writing the lessons for Dream for Gamers, I deleted 10 years of YouTube videos, stripped the website of all content, and flushed it all down the toilet. And I was like, yeah. I was like, holy shit. And then, completely heartbreaking. And then, out of nowhere, the 5 of the community members come out of the woodworks and just start gassing him up and being like, dude, your work has made my life so much better in terms of how I've learned all this new dreaming techniques. It really got me excited about a new hobby. And they just said you don't need to delete everything. If you can find a way to get it, we will help you. And over that day and the next, mind you, I'm not saying anything at all. It was just because I asked about where these lessons were. They reopened, they dug through the archives of the websites, tried to
fly on the wall.
it. He went through his deleted files and really searched his hard drive to restore all the lessons.
Fuck up.
People were looking on their on their computers for downloaded lessons, and then he was able to get the website to work for a single hour, where the whole community came on and downloaded the lessons off the website and then uploaded it onto Google Drive. So, after everything that happened,
Wow.
Oh,
It's a buried miracle.
God. That is a fucking dude.
And now I have the lessons. And I feel kind of obligated to do them.
Yes, baby.
Yeah. So I came out
I'm
there and
gonna.
I was like,
I might do them.
I was
you know?
flabbergasted.
Yeah,
I
fuck it.
came
I'm
on
gonna
there and I was
get
like,
in
hey man,
Katamari
I'm
Damacy.
so sorry about everything that's happened in your life, but this is insane. How the community of 6 people came together over all your work and really made this happen. And he said, it is nice to see. I'm sure that I probably won't get the same zest as I had for the past, Nick, because I always wanted this to be a bigger thing. But I appreciate the people that really care about it right now. And it was the most wholesome ending for Dreaming for Gamers. And now I have a file of 7-week course plan on how I can become a Dreaming for Gamers. So, yeah, I've now.
And so you think this was triggered by you asking for access?
I guess because I don't know, because like I'm sure it must have been going on like for a while. I don't think anyone's joined in a while, and I just said like, hey, I'm new to this, and where's the link's broken? A few people were like, yeah, I noticed the website's down, and just because someone brought it up, he like went through his whole life on here. I don't want to like say too much about his life because like I don't wanna, like blast this really good guy, but like this whole thing like came about, I guess, and maybe this is the one thing that Barry did.
Wow,
that,
we're gonna help that guy fuck Cortana
a little bit. Yeah, we really did a lot. It definitely wasn't the whole
community reacting to him saying he's taking everything down. Was just fuck.
Oh, so you're saying there's still a chance I can fuck Cortana?
all those
so that I could
came
fuck
together
Cortana.
so Liam and
I
Cortana
I was looking at Cortana in my dream and I was like, fuck
Cortana.
fuck.
Fuck. And she's like, fuck, man.
That's great.
But I've started the lessons, and I've now done the first. So like, there's 7 or 8 of them, and they're each like a week long. And you just read a document where he goes into great detail about all the science behind dreams and like something called like apparently if you don't have dreams, it's not because like your brain isn't dreaming. It's because your neurons that connect you to your memory are atrophying, and you need to like do this weird thing. It seems a little like scary. Like I feel like someone could write a horror movie about this, where I have to stand right by my bed before going to bed and just be like, I am going to have 3 to 5 dreams tonight. I will remember these dreams, and I'm going to dream in this setting. And that, for whatever fucking reason, worked because I've remembered every one of my dreams.
Dude, wait, what the? Hold on,
I've always been very interested in this kind of stuff, and there was a little practice thing that I did. This is just some advice, Declan, that I did in early high school, maybe late grade school, where sometimes I would wake up in the middle of the night, like on purpose, like I'd set an alarm, and as fast as I could, I'd write down whatever I was dreaming about right then. And doing that over and over helps with like dream recall and like knowing what's up so much. Just writing down what you've done, and like the affirmation thing at the very beginning does help.
Yes,
what I've seen. Also, a little aside. My 8th grade, like I said, I was a little into this. My 8th grade science project was the effects of apple juice on lucid dreams and dream recall, because I believe apple juice has like acetaminophen in it or something, which helps with memory. So drink a little apple juice, Declan, and maybe you can remember that you fucked Cortana. Which game are you doing this with?
It's baffling.
Sorry,
the weirdest thing was that. Oh, so yeah, the first night he was like, pick a game that you're playing right now, and I just so happened to be playing a game that Jimmy knows because I always keep recommending to him, Inscription. And I was just like, all right, cool. I literally was like, fine, like, because he's like, you're going to play it right before going to bed. I'm like, cool, I did it, thought about it, and I totally dreamed in the world. Like, that first night I did it. And it was weird. I haven't done it since because, like, I don't really want to, dream it. I kind of actually like it better for just remembering dreams. Like, I'd rather just remember my dreams and see, like, what the hell weird, shit my brain wants to throw at me than, like, force my brain to one area. But it works. You have to write your dreams down, and it's been working so far. Like, I'm gonna keep going, and I'll be back
that's
at
so
it
great,
next week
Declan.
with,
I'm so excited.
And see what the hell that one's all about.
Dude, I'm gonna try this tonight. I'm like kind of, dude. did you tell the guy that you're a podcaster?
No way.
No, because, like, I don't know. I can't remember. I don't know if he wants to listen to an episode where he's like, man, people don't take my thing seriously. And then
I can't wait to fuck Cortana. Fuck.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Fuck. Yeah, I just, like, because, I mean, like, it's just clearly, like, a serious thing for him. And it's working, and it has all the science behind it, so I just don't want to, like,
Mr. Dreamo,
add insult to injury.
Dr. Dreamo, if you're listening to this, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Truly.
Thank you for dreams.
This is very cool.
I'm gonna dream that I'm in 5 Nights at Freddy's.
I'm gonna dream that I didn't do the bite of 87. I mean.
So, is that your Is that your
topic?
All right. Well, I wish it could just be my topic, but I don't think, like, that feels unfair if I just rehash.
Actually, it would really unfair.
I have I had a second story that was almost like very similar to this one in terms of like weird people connecting online. But
What do you
it
mean
might be a
weird
little
people?
longer, so
Weirdos who are weird.
Okay. All right. Well, fine. I'll just fucking do this one. So another thing that happened to me this weekend.
I love bullying.
that
I love
connected me to
bullying
insane-
Declan to the point of frustration.
Dude, I'm gonna bite you. I'm gonna bite you
Yeah?
in real life in 2087.
Oh no.
Oh no. But here, all right. So on Friday, when I was a kid, I used to play this game called I Spy Treasure Island. I don't know if you ever
Sounds
played
familiar.
it. It's one of these it was one of those games you could buy like Scholastic book fairs. And me and my sister were obsessed with it. And we were talking about it recently. And I was like, oh, I'll download it and I'll just like replay it for, the sake of it. And it was like an afternoon where I didn't have anything going on. So I thought I'd just like, put it on Twitch and see what would happen. And not 10 minutes into the game, does a man called D-Bone Capone hop into the chat and goes, "You're playing I Spy Treasure Hunt? Sweet. I love this game. I have an alarm on Twitch setting when people like play it." And I was like, oh, okay. This game's, from 20 years ago. And I was like, all right, cool, man. Like, sure. And what I thought was going to be like an hour long of me like playing through it once and then putting it away, this guy stayed there for 4 hours and chatted to me the entire time about I Spy, giving me like hints and like talking about the game. He was super friendly, and then at the end, I'm like, man, why do you like this game so much? And he goes, oh, I run a YouTube channel called D-Bone Capone, where I have over 300 videos of just the sound effects from the I Spy games. And
Herm?
I went on to the YouTube channel, and he's right. It's like the video is called like I Spy sound effects that start with the letter A. And then it's a 10-minute video where he went through every I Spy game, found every clue that like started with the letter A, and then shows you the sound effects, what happens when you click it. And he has one for each of the alphabet, and then he went back to the start of the alphabet and started doing all clues that just contain the letter A. And like, there's 300 of these things, and the crazy shit to me is that in the comment section, there's upwards of 12 people commenting like, oh, dude, I love this game. Keep it up, man. And they're all like doing this community where they're just like listening to the sound effects from like the I Spy games. And it's like he was the nicest guy in the world, super friendly. But it's just such a strange thing for someone to really like become like a
Well,
I don't know.
when you
actor.
said that he had a notification set for I Spy Treasure Hunt, and then he immediately came running in when it did go up, I didn't expect him to do that with his time with the YouTube channel. I mean, again, kudos to him. He really enjoys that. I thought he was going to be the creator of the game.
Declan, you, I think you. I don't know why I thought the exact same thing. I thought you were setting it up to. Be
I did not think that.
because when you were talking about the dream, guy, you're like, oh yeah, I have a story that's similar to this. I was like, oh, you're gonna talk to the creator of I Spy Dream Adventure. But the guy who records the sound effects on his YouTube channel is the next level.
Yeah, he might as well be the creator, considering he knew like every in and out of the game. Like, I'd just be like, "Oh, you replay the game again." And then he'd like give me.
Did you get?
About, like,
did you get the good
lore
ending
behind
or the
I
bad
Spy
ending?
game. It was. I played 4 hours of this game, and like the music, it was a big nostalgia trip, and it was just like so funny to me that he like was willing to just like watch for 4 hours. Like, he was like, I'm gonna go to bed, but I'll just like watch you on my
I like
phone
this
for
guy.
the next hour. I'm like, okay. And he was super friendly, and he wants me to do it again. He's like asking me to. He's like just playing different ice games. So
I'm a fan of this guy.
Yeah.
Love that.
That's my
What
my
a swell couple
nuggets,
minutes.
guys, for this week.
So
Hopefully that was,
tender, so
pretty
juicy.
good.
I can go next if nobody else
There you go.
minds.
Okay, loser
juicy
for
nuggets.
now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I mind.
mine is a story of the fall. It's a story that everybody knows around the beginning of. Like, everybody recognizes the name, but nobody really knows what's been going on since. This is
Jiffy. You've enticed me.
I've enticed you. I've enticed you with a little bit of a taste of tequila,
Okay.
specifically
Oh,
Tila
You
tequila.
piqued my interest.
I don't know. I am sure many of you recognize the name without really
I-
remembering exactly who it is. Sorry, Liam. What?
I'm immediately unfamiliar, but maybe as you go into it.
Okay. Tequila was at one point one of the most famous people on the internet. She was the most followed person on MySpace at one point. This is very early internet, if you can't tell.
Oh, I feel like I've heard of this. She basically was just like a model who was like semi-famous. She was on like Playboy Online in 2002, where she
They
was,
got
like,
her stock
featured.
photo, you know?
That's
Just, you know,
based.
this little buried topic is based on a TikTok by It's Shannon Burns that I found, and I was like, I just had to like look more and more into this. So she eventually, after like Playboy and everything, she had the MySpace. She was featured on a reality show about her, where both men and women would compete to date her. You know, because she was bisexual. It was like a bisexual themed show. And which was big
Bisexual
for, like,
themed.
Yes, no, literally that's what it was. That's what it sold itself as, because it was like 2003, 2004. You know,
Sure.
This was way
the
back
year
in
of the
day.
bisexual. I like to follow. Yeah, you know, I like
Dude,
to keep up with the Chinese New Year. Chinese New Year.
Calendar.
You know, I was born under the year of the rat. Declan was born under the year of the bisexual.
Yeah. So anyway, she was on that. At the end of the show, it turns out she ended up not dating any of the people on that.
That's a good
Hold
ending.
on.
Just iced them.
Denied all of them.
It was wait. It was a show where people came on to date the host.
Yeah, she was like, it was a show about like who's gonna compete to be able to date me. I'm Tila Tequila. I'm one of the most famous people on the internet. And nobody ended up winning.
I'm getting Zack
Oh my
Stone
gosh.
vibes, but I'm not
All right.
diverging.
So, she also was the lead singer of a couple bands called Beyond Betty and Jealousy. She had a solo career, and she kept on going. She was kind of fading from spotlight, and at one point, she started dating the heiress to the Johnson & Johnson fortune, which you'll recognize
nice.
from COVID and all that crap. Woody Johnson was her father. Now, the heiress, Casey Johnson, I believe her name is, and Tila Tequila moved in together after one date.
That's cute.
Yeah, the two women were engaged after a few weeks until Casey, unfortunately, died after a month of being with Tila Tequila of natural causes.
Oh yeah, sure.
After this happened, Tila came out and claimed that she was actually just faking it, and she wasn't actually gay or bisexual at all. She was just gay for pay. She said, aka
Womp
just
womp.
like trying to get money and clout.
That strikes me as a very suspicious set of circumstances. She moves in with a woman after one date. After a month, the woman dies, and then she immediately goes, "Yeah, I'm not actually interested in women in any capacity."
What happened?
I know, pretty
Why
wild
makes you
so
go
far.
herm?
But that isn't actually the wildest thing.
oh no.
She kept.
I'm looking at Jimmy. I'm looking at this Wikipedia. It just the contents
Dude, I'm
are
looking at like
insane.
just images, and I'm like, uh-oh.
Yeah. She, in 2013, started to post really anti-Semitic stuff.
Of course.
I'm sorry, that wasn't that funny.
That was the
but-
missing piece in this story.
No, it's just
Yeah.
like it's just like why like if you look at this Wikipedia, it goes through two paragraphs of like her career, her show, everything else, and there's a single line at the very bottom which says, after expressing her support of Adolf Hitler,
She started
like the
tweeting
last
out
line of
photos
the whole
of her
article. I'm like, oh yeah,
highway.
all right.
There's a photo of her in like a scantily clad
gosh.
outfit of a Nazi uniform. She's got the armband and everything in front of Auschwitz. Yeah, she just like went completely off the rails with that kind of crap. At the same time, believe it or not, she managed to get on Celebrity Big Brother in the UK.
No fucking way. What?
And apparently, this is what the the TikTok said. It was like, apparently nobody decided to Google her, before. But she was shortly kicked off after, it became very obvious that she was a nutcase Nazi.
I fucking love Big Brother.
Dude, she's just
No,
it's
she's just
fine.
a Nazi.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Nazi for pay. She moved in with a Nazi. He ended up dead a month later. He goes, "I'm just a Nazi for pay."
Now, remember,
later,
this is
it
like
was
the
like
most. This was at one point one of the most famous people on the internet. This is like one of the basically the original social media star, so to say, like an influencer. And nowadays, she runs a YouTube channel that I found with 1,000 subscribers. You know, a whole 1,000. Each of her videos averages about 100 views, and you know, it's all like just religious nutcase shit. These are like titles like God compares me to the Tower of David and 1,000 mighty men as awesome as an army with banners. #boss. And in each of these videos, ranging from like a minute long to like, you know, 15, she's just like goes on these rants and these songs, and sometimes like they're racist, sometimes they're like, I mean, just obviously they're all hyper religious. They're about how celebrities are being sacrificed, about how the rapture is coming soon, and like God is like judging everybody, and some of them are just like Jesus anime AMVs. You know?
Like, tell us something we don't already know, Tila. Like, come on.
Wait, Jimmy, you didn't hear like the most recent news?
What's the most recent news?
She after one date she moved in with a priest, and then a month later he ended up dead. And she said, "I'm just a Christian for pay."
Christian for pay, baby.
I'm just
Who's paying her?
Hey, this girl just wants to get paid, I guess. Who's paying her? All right, I'm looking at the awards and nominations section of the Wikipedia page, and I want to list you to 3 awards that she won. All right, 2007, she won Entertainer of the Year for the Soup Awards.
You don't know what the
that
Soup
is.
Awards are.
You don't know the
Soup
Soupies?
In 2008, she won a Bravo's A-List Award for A-List Drama Queen. And then also in 2008, must have been a busy year, she won an AVN Awards for Best Celebrity Sex Tape. I don't know what's
She, like,
happening.
has all 3 of the awards above the fireplace.
Yeah, she's very.
And then also in 2008 she earned an Iron Cross.
See, one
What? In 2008, she moved in with the awards ceremony judge, and then he died. And
I'm into awards for pay.
one of the main things that she talks about in her YouTube channel and just in general, especially on like Twitter and stuff for many years, is the idea of celebrity cloning, where like where celebrities are replaced with like increasingly able to be controlled clones. In 2016, she posted, "Hillary Clinton is a clone. The real one got killed a long time ago. Fuck, I hope I'm not next." And this might clear up a little thought about how off the rails she went in 2013. Oh wait, they already killed me in 2012.
So
What is
so
happening?
so what we can glean from this is the real Tila is dead, and they replaced her with a Nazi.
Nazi, that's my thought.
And I know this isn't the best place to interject this, but the idea of clones replacing people also ties back into Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh god.
I'm not even joking.
So I
Guys.
just before
She's responsible.
we move on, I just want to note that Tila on her Wikipedia, she was born in 1981, which would make her 6 years old at the time of the bite of 87, which is a little convenient if you ask me.
Oh, for our readers who want to look up her YouTube channel, it's technically Yeshua, formerly Tia. You could find it Tila Tequila, a hidden bride of Christ.
A hidden bride of Christ.
Not
Why
doing
is
a
she
very good
hiding?
job hiding.
Yeah.
with like 200 views per video.
Guys, we should also her Cash App is Bride of Christ 23, just in case,
She accepts
Feel
tips
generous.
for God.
just in case you felt like
I'm-
giving money to a Nazi today.
I'll tell you, one of my favorite titles for her videos
on
is
Venmo for the million.
"How King Jesus Helped Me Lose 20 Pounds in 2 Months."
Her Twitter is like weirdly benign besides that crazy one, but they're all like very strange. Like it feels like normal people memes. Like one of them is just, "I'm so happy for Lady London. I remember when she lost all her music on her laptop/hard drives." Why did she?
What?
I don't understand. Like it's all like very like it's like I snort 70% of the time when I laugh unapologetically now. Like they're all like regular things. I don't except for the hard drive thing. I don't know why she remembers that.
Except for, every third one is a Nazi tweet.
Yeah, exactly. She's on Twitter for only the pay, anyways.
Yeah, the CEO of Twitter actually just wound up dead.
Just found out dead a month later after they moved in together.
They moved
They're
in together
"Don't
after
worry,
one
she's-
date."
Guys, the CEO was like, guys, she's changed. Then they moved in, and then a month later.
Oh boy.
Oh my gosh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay,
All
so
right.
her
So that
Twitter's
was
really
my
fucked up.
topic. You know, Tila
Nice.
Tequila's downfall and current YouTube channel.
Tila. Tila.
Tequila.
I've always wanted
Well-
to apply to be on Big Brother, and now I know I definitely can get on Big Brother.
Wait, do you actually want to be on Big Brother?
Before I
wanted it,
die,
yeah.
I will be on Big Brother. It's not a matter if I want to; it's
Interesting.
that I know that I will be on Big Brother.
You're just gonna wake up and be on it one day. You're like, oh fuck, it's finally happening.
What if when you like pray for it, like God misunderstands you and you wake up one morning and you are a Big Brother or you have a Big Brother?
I already am a
like-
Big Brother. What do you mean?
You
He's
are
like,
Big
oh yeah, wait, you already are. He's like, wake up, squirt. It's me, Big Dylan.
We're gonna go play football. Before that, noogie time.
Noogie time.
By the way, I'm gonna open a credit card in your name this afternoon. All right, Liam.
Yeah, that's what Big Brothers
Yeah,
do.
dude.
Anyway, my topic. Yeah, hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to my corner. My topic is something again. You know, I'm really trying to stick and try to be relatable with the youths.
Yeah.
So my thing is another thing that kind of originates on TikTok, but I feel like I said it weird. TikTok. It's on TikTok.
TikTok.
But the thing I want to talk about is I don't know if you've heard of this. It's something that I've been aware of for a while, and I think it's kind of recently sort of developed a little bit more. It's the topic which I intend to discuss is the Wonderland system.
Oh.
For those of you who don't know, the Wonderland system is this I'm trying to okay, so basically sorry, let me restart with this. Basically the Wonderland system is sort of this thing related to this account called Wonderland, and they claim to have what is it? Sorry, I'm really fucking this topic.
You're doing great.
Fuck.
What is it? DID. It's like
DID.
dissociative identity disorder. Which and before I go any further, I just want to like make a note that like I'm not like, you know, I'm not attacking the concept of dissociative identity disorder. However, I think there are multiple sources have kind of like shown that this what this person doing is very kind of exaggerated and isn't kind of emblematic of people who like actually have dissociative identity disorder. And I want to say that because I think from what I've heard about this is that like people kind of poke fun at this because it's like it's clear that this person is kind of faking it.
So
However, I
excited.
think it's kind of been used as like a stepping point to like kind of, you know, disregard the whole thing. You know what I mean? Like disregard DID in general. So I don't mean to do that. I just mean that like this person is clearly like not really suffering from this, and
All right, Liam, but I am holding a
gets-
remote
it gets
control
kinda
with a
crazy.
trapdoor to a trapdoor underneath you, and I can't push it any time.
Zwoinkies. So basically, dissociative identity disorder is this disorder in which kind of the one's personality is kind of fragmented into like a bunch of alters, and so that's why it's called. It's like the system in which kind of all these alternate personalities are kind of operating in one person. Now, from what I understood, again, I've kind of from what other people have contributed. Typically, people have around like 5 to 10, maybe 20, like, you know, like in extreme cases, like 20 alters.
Oh my
This
god.
person claims to have 271.
Yeah.
271 is the official count, and that's like one of the things that have tipped people
5
off
to
that like
10
this is like not.
I didn't know that.
not
was
what
the
it
number,
is,
actually.
but
That's, like,
the,
really wild. Sure.
Yeah, it's. I mean, again, I'm no doctor, but it's
It's
like
a
you know,
lot, yeah.
271 is a ridiculous amount. is like a lot that it's like, okay, come on. I'm just gonna read off some of the names. We have AJ, Alec, Alice, Alistar, Alex, Amber, Anna, Arson, Azriel, Basil, Beatrix, Belle, Ben, Billy, Blossom, Bones, Brendan, Brenna, Brian, Bunny, Caleb, Kat, Connor, Corpse, Danny, Dexter, Diamond, Divinity, Dustin, Echo, Eleanor, L, Elliot, Emma, Emily, Ethan, Evan, Foster, Franbo, Dagenhart.
I do want to point out, I do know a fair amount about the Wonderland system, having also been on TikTok for quite a while.
Sure.
I had been considering doing it as a buried topic, and it's funny because I had thought I was, I thought about doing it today.
That'd be enjoyable.
But I want to point out,
cute.
yeah, I want to point out that the Wonderland system involves not just human altars, but also ghouls, goblins,
yes,
dragons.
The official list is there are nearly 100 unnamed non-human, ranging from, and this is the order that they put them in, is animals, demons, elves, fairies, ghosts, goblins, gods,
right.
robots.
Declan,
it's like robots. I don't know why.
Declan, it's like the ghoul. It's like the
sea
the
monsters,
Daisy
angels, aliens, human animal
In fact,
hybrids,
80% of them are skeletons.
I got a couple of. It's my turn to front.
I want to say that as you listed off that first list, I think it took you getting to the D names before I realized it was alphabetical order. And I was just like, wow, like a lot of these are just like A names. Like, I don't know what's going on.
Yes.
So the reason that it caught fire so much, from what I understand, is because all of these altars presumably live in Wonderland.
Yes. So that's what I'm getting to. Jimmy, there's a due process to this.
Of course, I apologize.
So the thing, yes, the thing that's insane, the thing that is, I think, buried worthy about this isn't just the fact that this person claims to have so many altars, which to note, some of them are dating each other. There are about 24 couples and 4 married couples.
Red flag. Bring that up later. Red flag. Sorry.
But this is where things get a little wacky kazaki. So the idea is that like only one of them is fronting, basically like in control at a time. While that's happening, the rest are in the inner world. And this is where it gets a little goofy goffy. So there's an inner world that's like a small planet, but all of her alterns are confined to this island.
Yeah.
No one. So this is I'm reading this. There's this huge like 20-page lore document that someone's kind of cataloged all this. So this is the altars live on an island. No one can leave the island except the gatekeepers, and there are different sectors in the island. And it's so basically none of the altars can leave the island because the gatekeepers are preventing them from, leaving. And so there's different sectors in it. So there's Sector 1, which contains many businesses and houses, and a mountain.
Whoa.
It just says Sector 1 contains many businesses and houses of older alterns. 2, mountain. So I think that's pretty. Sector 2 is a subsystem and houses where dormant altars go. And it contains the memory vault, which is under the pond.
Okay.
Of course.
Sector 3 is the west edge of the island, which has beaches and houses, and it's surrounded by the woods. And then there's the underworld, which has houses, business, and, quote, memory stuff. And they get really into it. People talk, like, because people obviously ask, is this...
Yeah.
Does anyone else hear this? Like,
I'm really sorry. That's the vent above me. I can't do anything about that. We could...
Oh, okay.
Among Us.
I just didn't know what it was.
Dylan vented.
Bro.
Oh my god.
Boom, boom, boom. Wait, that's Mario.
He's
That's
doing the
fucking
boo theme.
Mario. Boom, 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 boom.
All right.
Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. Anyway, people have asked like all these like different things, like the economic structure. So like there are different altars that have like jobs, and like food and supplies
Some are doctors.
are delivered. Apparently, some of the altars, and this is where again it starts to get a little this is starts to get a little oof. Some of the altars and the body that they inhabit is white, but there are altars that are not white. And from what they said, there are Republican altars in the body.
Wait, what?
So like these different altars have different political leanings, and she's like, yeah, some of them would vote Republican. And like obviously there's like kind of a bunch of memes surrounding it, and it's like, one of the most common one that I really fucking get a kick out of is like, who was fronting in 2016? Like, I wonder who was fronting in 2016. But yeah, so this is again another aspect of this that I think people that has called into question like the validity of this, because in 2020 there were only 12 altars, but in like in a year it increased to like 67, and then in this another year it's like it's 271 I think is the official count.
Now I want to point out the reason that this caught fire was because the Wonderland system themselves would respond to just about any question that somebody posed to them, and that's how this idea of like a lore, of a history, of all these crazy details about like doctors living on the islands and gatekeepers came about, and people just got so fascinated over the course of the year that it really fueled this person to continue making this kind of content, answering all these questions. A lot of people say that they are very skilled in the art of improv, so to say, and like claim that they're just making it up on the go. I will also say they have a map of the island, I believe, on their TikTok. If
they have a map of it's important to know they have a map of the island, but not a map of the whole world.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I have several questions right now. If you
yeah, go ahead.
One is, all right, so have we never seen this person?
No, they show their face on camera.
It's all
every
TikTok.
video, basically.
Two. So what happens if they leave the island? Like if the gatekeepers leave?
Oh, well, the gatekeepers can come and go as they
like,
please.
If they leave the island, is that altar just gone out of the body? Like, is that the idea?
Oh,
I have no idea.
I don't know. I don't think as I've understand it, I don't think altars have ever left. I don't think any of the altars have ever been able to leave the island.
So they will go dormant, so to say, and just live on the island forever or something?
Yeah.
All right, another
also,
thing. How quickly
when certain altars front...
how quickly does she let alternates, like, front? Like, how quickly do alternates swap out?
It's like some just come and... Again, and another thing, like...
Maybe,
they just kind of... It's sort of just whenever. They... Another thing, too... Again, another thing they really caught flack for was... when they were making, because the first video I was ever exposed to was one where they were like introducing some of like, because there were only like, I remember there only being like a handful, but they were like introducing like the altars, and like some of them were British, but they spoke with like a really really bad British accent, and then some of them had like a stutter, but it was like very clear she was like they were putting on like a stutter, like she's like, I'm Oliver, but like she like it wasn't like I'm reproducing what she was doing. She like said like like I'm not having a stutter. I am doing a stutter. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I will drop in. I will just say, considering they consider themselves like a multitude of people, they go by they them for everybody.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I made that mistake earlier, which
Fair enough.
I've slipped a few times. That's my mistake.
Yeah.
But one thing there's so much. Again, this Google document is fucking huge.
I will say it's absolutely fascinating if you guys want to look into this. I wasn't sure if I was going to do it as a buried topic just because it is like schizophrenic.
I'll put a link to the document. And there is like a full map. Just I want to read a couple of the theories, because I just think out of context, it's so fucking funny. Theory number 1, Red and Ethan are Republicans. Theory number 2, Ben is adopted.
What is going on?
Theory number 3, celebrity altars exist.
What?
So number 4 is my favorite. Number 4, they have in-universe movies.
What?
Which means that in the system, there are, like, movies that they make.
They're already on Avengers
gosh.
7. Like, we're out here, like, on 4.
Yeah, they've got fucking Avengers now. Avengers 9 starring Z and Malachi.
I gotta say, one
let's
of my
see.
favorite things is the so-called fandom. I don't know if I'd call it. One of the accounts made something called the Alter Games, where they took as many of the like alters that have been named as they could, and put them in a Hunger Games simulator. I don't know if you guys have ever seen one of those.
Oh, yeah.
Where they'd create a narrative and put it all together. And one of the couples ended up winning, and then one of them died or something.
Dude,
Yeah, I remember them talking about, like, they're watching a video of them, and, like, they were talking about, like, how, like, one of their alters had to, like, kill the other alter in, like, the
What?
games. Also, this is the last theory. I'll leave this on a closing note. I think this was presented as a joke theory, but it is listed on the official theories page. The theory is they actually do have dissociative identity disorder, but they only have 3 alters, but one of them is just a pathological liar.
oh.
So they actually do. They're not faking it, but one of the alters is just making
like,
up
I'm
all
gonna
like
go for
like
it.
all the fake shit is one of the alters making up fake shit.
That's wow.
I was actually going to chime in and say something around the lines of that. Over the last year, I've watched a bunch of DID documentaries. I've learned a lot more about it than I knew a year ago. But one thing that, it's scientifically, it's very hard to prove that this is really happening. But you can actually put the little sticky things on people's head and then monitor which part of the brain is being active. And there are different points where one person is in the light and this part of the brain is active, and then they step down and one other person goes up and that one's
Interesting.
active. And one of the
And the
things that
gatekeeper
happens
says,
often...
"Get out of my head!"
One of the things that happens often is that the different personalities don't actually know that there are other personalities. So that threw up a couple red flags for me, because if they have a TikTok and they post a video and then later on a different version steps forward and is like, when the fuck did I post this and what am I doing in there? That would have been a huge revelation. Also,
Yeah.
different alters dating. If they don't even know each other, how would that work? And then also, finally, there was one last thing that I was thinking of, and I have since forgotten it, so never mind. But if you guys want to
Yeah.
watch a really cool documentary, there is one on Netflix called The Many Faces of Billy Milligan, and it is fascinating.
Interesting.
Yeah, and again, like I said, I think this kind of the joking around this, I think, has sort of, sometimes dipped its toes into like ableism, and again, like I'm not
Yeah.
making any claims against dissociative identity disorder at all, but I think from this, I think this is kind of plain and simple, like,
For like,
not
an entertainment
that.
value on TikTok type deal.
yeah. Yeah. Oh, also one last theory is that Malachi was actually responsible for
I
the
was
Bite of
waiting for
87.
you to say a Bite of 87 joke. Like when you were like, oh, and this final theory is kind of a joke. I was like, he's gonna say some shit with the Bite of 87 right now.
No, the Bite of 87
No,
is
it's
a
real.
fucking
There's an
joke,
ongoing
Declan.
police
I think
investigation
you,
about it.
people would know. Yeah. Yeah, Declan.
Yeah,
I think
I
you would
do,
know
man.
that.
Also, I just remembered my missing point, and I'm going to comment it in the description. I'm going to comment it in the comment section of this
Ooh.
video on YouTube. So if you want to read it,
I can't wait to
you'll
read
it
it.
then.
That's super
Okay,
exciting.
that's freaking epic.
Guys, comment
Oh, I
down
can't wait to
below what you
I
think
think it's-
Dylan's gonna comment.
I'm going
Guys,
to beat him
comment down
to
below. Comment down below
Yeah,
who
guys,
you think
comment
did the
down
Bite
below
of
who you think did
87.
the Bite of 87. We need to figure it out. The police are scratching their brains.
We need to. We can't close Freddy Fazbear's until we figure it
it's
out.
gonna remain open, and the poor security guards and the guys
It's
gonna keep
gonna
going.
remain
Hello,
open.
hello, hello,
Hello.
That's phone guy, not the security
Yeah.
guy.
All right. I'm sorry.
Fuck you. I'm phone guy. Okay, let's get down to some voting.
topic? Let's go in chronological order from the first person that delivered it to the last person.
Starting in 1987.
I went first, and I was ordinary people memes on Instagram.
I did the Debone Capone, man, with sound effects. It was super cool. Good guy.
Beautiful. And I was the Wonderland
All right,
system.
I put my vote inside this. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go.
I'm ready to go.
Ready,
Okay.
we're in.
3, 2, 1, go.
Whoa, oh, Jimmy slips right by.
Goes to Jimmy.
Jimmy, God damn it.
Oh, wow. All right, so I voted for Jimmy.
I love Debone Capone.
I'm
What did
glad
I say?
Debone does rock. He was like the nicest guy in the world. I voted for Jimmy. Dylan voted for Liam. Jimmy voted for me, and then Liam voted for Jimmy, which gives Jimmy 2 votes.
That could have. We were dangerously close to a 1 vote for everyone.
Yeah, really. I mean,
Kinda turnout.
have we done one of those yet? Like, I think that happened one time, right?
Nope.
No, I don't.
Oh, that's gonna be exciting. Oh, okay. Someone just changed it to make sure it didn't happen.
Yeah, I think too. It has to do with like our change in voting format because it's like it wasn't possible when we like voted one at a time because obviously you wouldn't let that happen. So I think one step closer. One eye open
Jimmy,
when
did
I'm
you win
sleeping.
Did you win last week's too? Oh. Whoa.
Curious.
Not bad.
Man, if only the
Yeah, I'll remember
if
not
only
to
I had
vote for
my
Jimmy.
Cool Dreaming for Gamers stuff going on back last week. Dylan, what is happening with your bed?
I think
That
it's
one's
Jimmy.
not me. That one's not
Jimmy's
me.
going into the
stratosphere.
snowstorm.
No one's gonna be able to hear this, so cut this out if the sound isn't playing.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys again for.
We can hear you. Your mic just went.
All right. Cut it all out. Here we go. Guys, thank you so much for listening again this week. So great to have you guys come and join us on our little adventures. We have a email called buriedpodcast@gmail.com. Send us your topics or just say hello. We always love to hear from people. And so thank you for coming along. Have a good rest of your week. And as always, I'm Declan.
I'm the purple guy, here to kill some kids.
And I did the bite of 87. I know, it was me.
Get him! Get him!
Stop.